potassium hydrogen phthalate and sodium hydroxide, which is going to be our analyte. We're going to add an indicator. In this case, it's going to be phenolphthalein. The reason we add this indicator is because we need to know when we've reached the end point, and when we reach the end point, it will become pink from from this colorless solution. So we're just going to go ahead and add in 3 drops of this phenolphthalein. Okay, after we've added 3 drops of the phenolphthalein, we'll just give it a little swirl, make sure it's all dissociated in the solution, and then we'll begin our titration. But first we want to take in consideration the initial volume and the meniscus when actually trying to record the initial volume. So if we look up here, we have a meniscus. We begin at 0 milliliters, which is a beret, so we read it in whichever way is comfortable for us. So we begin at 0 milliliters. Of this sodium hydroxide. Now, as we add in drops of this sodium hydroxide, we're going to gently swirl around. You're going to get a pink color, but that is not the end point. That is just the sodium hydroxide hitting this unknown. Now, when it begins to turn light pink, and it will stay light pink, that is when we know we've reached the end point. But be careful, because you don't want to add too many drops of this sodium hydroxide, because you will go over the end point and you will end up getting this really, really, really bold, hot pink color. We've reached our end point because the indicator changed the color of this solution from colorless to light pink, and now we record our final volume, which was and our change in volume would simply be the final volume minus the initial volume. So we know that we added 25 milliliters of the sodium hydroxide analyte to the titrant.